I think that all too often we simplify this epidemic far too much. And what I mean by that is we don't discuss gun violence with enough nuance. And so I think where the media could improve, and I like that this is focused on one type of gun violence, right? And what I mean by that is gun violence includes public mass shootings, suicides, interpersonal community violence, and accidental shootings in the home. Each has such different risk factors that I would argue that they're entirely different in their solutions. The problem is that when we talk about gun violence as this big block of an issue, we end up actually, we see this in public health, vilifying gun owners, non-gun owners, maybe different communities versus another. And I think there could be a lot more nuance if you're talking about the global reporting of this epidemic. And I don't see that. There are so many times where there might be a particularly violent weekend in the south side of Chicago or Baltimore because of inner city community gun violence. And you hear lawmakers calling for assault weapon bans. That is actually the wrong policy to stop interpersonal community violence. That has a lot more to do with social determinants of health, lack of jobs, socioeconomic conditions, versus we should be calling for things like assault weapon bans and keeping guns out of the hands of dangerous individuals when it comes to stopping mass shootings. And so I think that nuance is really important.